We're here. Now we wait.
Okay, yeah, cool. Cool.
What's on your mind, Paimon?
Huh? Oh, nothing?
I thought all you cared about besides being a guide was food and sleep. Why the sudden urge to go on a dangerous mission?
What's that supposed to mean? Paimon's been on plenty of dangerous missions before.
But never on your own. You hardly ever leave the Traveler's side. Just saying, I'm kind of at loose ends right now. So if you did want to share, I suppose I'd have to listen. If not, suit yourself. Makes no difference to me.
Oh. That guy? Do you think Paimon is useless?
What? Where's that coming from?
When we were in Notcry, Paimon suddenly realized something. Even though Paimon's with the Traveler every single day, whenever we face real danger, she can't do anything to help. Paimon doesn't get like this very often. She just got really scared when the Traveler got kidnapped that time. What if he never came back? What would Paimon do then? And the more Paimon thought about it, the more useless she felt. But Paimon doesn't want to be a burden. Paimon wants to be a friend who's actually useful. Does that make any sense? You know, that feeling of just being completely useless and... Oh. Paimon probably sounds so ridiculous right now.
You asked the right person. Boy, do I know that feeling.
Oh, that guy.
I'm not gonna try and encourage you. What I will say is this. When you start doubting yourself, you have two choices. Give up or change. You have to make the decision to move forward. Otherwise, no amount of consultation from other people is gonna help you. So ask yourself, what do you want? To get stronger? To learn more? Whatever it is, go do it. You won't have any regrets if you can at least say that you tried.
Oh, all right.
Something's not right. Shouldn't they be here by now? Paimon, is it just me? Or is it a little too quiet around here?
Should Paimon take a look?
We'll give it another hour. If nothing happens, we head back.
Okay. How strange. We've been here for ages. Where the heck are they? Have we been stood up? What is it? Did you think of something?
Something feels off about this whole situation, but I can't quite explain why. We know for sure that the guy Sinocot had something set up, yet somehow his contact is a no-show. So, either the handler got caught, or, more likely, they decided to cut our guy loose.
But how would they know to do that? Wouldn't they at least send someone here to check things out?
That's the problem. They couldn't possibly know what's happening here. Unless... This feels all too familiar. Come on, let's head back.
Even though this isn't a formal meeting, I'd still like to start by saying how grateful I am to each and every one of you. Thank you all for coming here and standing by our side.
Shesipank and Bennu are currently assisting the scholars with the maintenance of Aru. Please forgive their absence. As for Hermanubis, may he rest in peace. We remember him with great fondness.
There have been times when I imagined what it might be like to meet you all. Now that it's really happening, I feel quite emotional. Time has taken many things away, but that which remains is all the more resilient.
I must say, there is one thing that rather surprises me. You appear to be in good spirits, Lesser Lord Kusanali. But even so, I can sense that the life force given to you by the Dendral Dragon has far from fully resolved the problem of your vitality.
Oh no! So even Apep's power didn't work? Don't worry, Paimon. It worked very well indeed. The issue is how closely I'm tied to Irminsul. Until the problem with it is resolved, there is no way I can fully recover. Sumeru has undergone tremendous changes during your absence. When gods pass away, inevitably, people's faith in them grows weaker. You must have sensed it already. Your power is not what it once was.
Regrettably, this is true.
I too have grown weaker due to the effects of Irminsul. Right now, we're all in quite a sorry state.
Then what do you suggest?
We take all the help we can get. Sumeru is our shared home. You and I, gods and humans alike. We must unite all our strength in this moment.
Though Al-Ahmar is no longer with us, the alliance between the three gods remains in force. Regardless, as subjects of our king, we have a responsibility to support Sumeru through this catastrophe. Not to mention that it was the people of Sumeru who released us from this prison of Aru. Times have changed, and the people of today possess greater wisdom than those of the past.
You really know how to give a rousing speech, Goti.
Now then, let us learn more about your plan.
The brightest minds of the Sumeru Academia are busy opening and renovating Aru. They claim it has something to do with Irminsul?
Correct. Irminsul has existed in Teyvat since the very beginning. But during the Age of the Dragons, it did not possess the significance it holds today. After the heavenly principles arrived, the power of the Light Realm was divided into elemental energy, and Irminsul was refashioned as a device that records and preserves all information. Since then, everything in this world has been inextricably linked to it. As the Dendro Archon, I have a duty to protect Irminsul. To Sumeru, it is both a national treasure and undeniably a major threat. Teyvat has seen many upheavals in the last few years. The most recent of these was a major crisis in Notcry, which forced Sumeru to be even more vigilant than usual. I made sure to monitor all the pathways through which an outsider could potentially transmit themselves into Irminsul. But despite my efforts, a major problem still arose within. I still believe that someone has actively invaded Irminsul. But rather than taking any of the pathways I referred to, the intruder chose instead to utilize the most direct route, and the only one that cannot be protected against, by entering Irminsul through death.
I see what you mean. You cannot simply stop all deceased souls from returning to the ley lines because of a potential invasion that could occur at any time.
That's right. As important as it is to guard against external threats, I couldn't allow myself to stop the souls of the departed from finding peace.
Please, understand how difficult this predicament was for the Dendro Archon.
Defense has never been an easy task.
After Irminsul was invaded, my authority was quickly restricted. Soon after that, the tree began denying access to any connections.
I'm sure you feel responsible, but you are not to blame. No one can predict every possible disaster. There will always be trials and tribulations for the world to endure.
But the people of Sumeru should not have to endure this. We must find a way to break through the lockdown and connect to Irminsul.
And this is why you need Aru.
Yes. The only thing in Sumeru capable of rivaling Irminsul in terms of overall function and performance is Al-Akhmar's legacy, Aru. All I managed to do before falling into a coma was make some minor adjustments to Irminsul. Using Aru is a last resort, and a move that comes with enormous risks. The Scholar's initial plan was to borrow Aru's power to reboot the Akasha, then use the Akasha to connect to Irminsul and investigate. Unfortunately, Irminsul has suffered far greater damage than they first thought, rendering that plan futile. To rise to the challenge, we had to resort to more extreme and far costlier means. This has led to a number of new contingency plans. To reclaim Irminsul, our brightest scholars have made further modifications to Aru with multiple goals in mind. I thank you all for giving them your blessing in this endeavor.
Human wisdom has clearly improved over the millennia. You have not only our support, but that of the Jinn, the Aranara, and the Pari.
Together, we will do everything in our power to save Irminsul.
By the way, when you spoke earlier of an intruder, it almost sounded as if you knew who you were dealing with and what they were capable of.
Well, since you ask.
Master Tainari! What is that?
Is this Irminsul?
How did this happen? What's going on inside?
Luckily, we managed to evacuate everyone.
What in the world was that? That was terrifying!
Oh my. I understand now, Dendro Archon. You make yourself quite clear indeed.
Not once over the millennia has Irminsul been so terribly afflicted as this.
Please continue, Dendro Archon.
Irminsul's root system is what comprises the ley lines. In the past, it has always been hidden away, going unseen by the general populace. But now, an evil intruder is making it reveal itself. It has become a tree of unbridled greed. A clear sign that a deranged experiment has advanced to a new stage.
Blasphemy. From where I stand, an experiment in the name of blasphemy sounds rather improper. But, if we are to honor Dottores' will, this is what we must do.
The birth of this tree proves to me beyond doubt that this incident is connected to him. But to explain the situation in full, there is someone I need to tell you about.
Zandik. So it was him. I saw him in the desert once. A man of supreme arrogance. So this is where it has taken him.
But didn't Dottore die and not cry? How is he still able to do all this? He must still have loyal followers amongst the Fatui. Even so, I'm still unclear as to how he has been able to wield such a profound influence over Irminsul.
I can confirm that Fatui forces have arrived in Sumeru City. Furthermore, Irminsul seems to be undergoing some kind of mutation. Evil branches are beginning to grow. Things that do not belong to this world are slowly but surely materializing. Sorry, I couldn't think of any other word to describe it. They don't seem to be fully formed physical entities yet, after all. But they are gradually becoming real.
A baleful tree climbing up into the heavens.
Speaking of Dottore, I have some information on that front as well. I didn't think it was wise to state this out in the open. But my theory is, the mole wasn't cut off after he was caught. They wrote him off from the beginning.
You mean the Fatui never intended to follow through with him? Then why plant a mole at all?
It's hardly a conventional strategy, and the rationale behind it is pretty twisted. But as it happens, I know someone who works exactly this way. And when it comes down to it, his goals are very simple. He just wants to confuse people, so they can't figure out what he's up to. He's been a collaborator of Dottore's from the outset. That fact alone confirms that Dottore is involved with this somehow.
There is still much to be done. Everyone, please remember our core strategy.
As per the discussions, the following groups must act immediately. Mr. Alhaitham and Mr. Kave, the next phase of the Aru renovation project must begin right away. Godspeed to you both.
We'll give it everything we've got.
The plan looks feasible, but the implementation will require certain resources.
General Mahamatra Sino and his team will help to procure the materials required for modifying the terminal.
No problem. I've already spoken with Sethos and Hat Guy, and they've agreed to assist me.
This kind of thing is best left to the fleet-footed, right? Hat Guy?
If it's efficiency you're after, we're the right people for the job.
Following up on the elemental energy amplifier we discussed, Ms. Dory, I assume you're the one most familiar with the status of this project. Aside from the Dendro Archon, of course.
Yep, that's right. Leave it to Lord Sangama Bay.
Got it. Well, I'd like Madame Farazan, Kale, and Nicole to support Dory on the technical side.
You can count on us. Will do.
Rest assured, I'll take good care of Kale.
Dia, Candace, and Nefer, you'll be in charge of negotiating between the various parties. I trust you remember our goal.
You bet. We can handle it.
Good. I believe that covers everything. Tainari will provide ad hoc support as needed, if that's okay.
Poor Tainari. Must be tough being Nephis' student. Getting bossed around all day, every day.
Hey, don't try and drive a wedge between us, you old rascal.
All it says to me is that Master Nephis has faith in everyone's abilities. While I'm nominally here as backup, I doubt there will be many situations where my help is needed.
Exactly.
Finally, Traveler, you and I will head to the border between Sumeru and Natlan. Once that task is complete, I'll be asking some of you to accompany me to the Eternal Oasis. The Eternal... So it does exist after all.
Regarding your trip to Natlan, under normal circumstances, a meeting between our two nations would be a far more formal affair. Unfortunately, Sumeru is all but completely cut off from the outside world at present. So regretfully, we won't be able to give the Pyro Archon Mawika the grand reception that she deserves. My apologies for the inconvenience.
No point putting too much pressure on yourselves. That goes for everyone.
Right. Especially you, Dendro Archon. I'm sure you're still feeling quite weak.
Don't worry about me. The Dendro Dragon's life force will sustain me. Plus, we'll be there every step of the way. Nahida will be just fine. Yes. I believe in myself. And I believe in every one of you. Well, time to get going.
To what extent we can implement the final plan depends on how successfully the Akasha can be modified and configured. And to make sure
Yeah, no surprises there.
Once we roll this out, any Sumeru citizens who already have Akasha terminals can simply continue to use their existing devices. This still leaves us with a significant equipment shortage, though. Many groups of people were never issued Akasha terminals, including mercenaries, the desert folk, and many others.
We'll need a supply of rare materials for the renovation of Aru and the production of new terminals. Right now, the best place to source these locally is from the primal constructs within King Deshret's mausoleum. Time is not on our side here. It's gonna be a race against the clock.
The Aru merge and renovation project will have to be carried out by you two. Everything's riding on this, so failure is not an option. Best of luck to you both. As discussed, General Mahamatra Sino and Mr. Hat Guy will source the required materials. Mr. Sethos is quite familiar with the layout of King Deshret's mausoleum. With him accompanying them, things should go quite smoothly.
I have every confidence. In the meantime, we may as well take a breather.
Makes sense. There's not much we can do until the materials arrive.
Get information and stay close.
What is this, boot camp? Knock it off.
It's just Sino being Sino. You know what he's like.
Everyone clear on our mission objective. Look at the excess primal constructs, dismantle them, and extract the required materials.
And King Deshret's 7 pillars agreed to this?
If they're just sitting there doing nothing, we might as well put them to use. Thoth's words, not mine.
Move or be moved! Squall and Fury! Know your place!
Give me some space.
Judgment is upon you. Stand condemned!
The wind rises.
Nowhere to run!
Way ahead of you.
Behold! Too slow.
Excuse me?
Unsightly insects!
Surrender!
Squall and Fury! Yeah!
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
The sage's wisdom. Way ahead of you.
Wretched vermin!
These devices should still be usable even though they're broken down. Let's take them back for the others to review.
Too slow. Squall and Fury!
Excuse me? Glory to out!
Your penance is due! You stand condemned!
Unsightly insects! Behold!
Surrender!
Way ahead of you!
Squall and Fury!
How many do we need again?
Enough to make an Akasha terminal for everyone who doesn't own one.
I remember you telling me how revolutionary these Akasha terminals were. You've used one before, right?
The Academia declared the Akasha to be the most powerful and comprehensive wisdom dissemination system in history. That should give you an idea of how powerful it is.
Certainly sounds impressive.
Neither Hat Guy nor I have ever had an Akasha terminal.
Well, if it all goes to plan, that's about to change.
Oh, goody! Thank you so much for handling the delivery. What a long way it was. You've really outdone yourselves. I'm well aware what a bumpy, dangerous journey it must have been. Now, I would have loved to oversee the process myself, but of course, those of us who know the plan can't leave the mausoleum.
Oh, trust me, I'm patting myself on the back for my assembly work here. Simply flawless work. But will you really be needing all of this?
According to our plan, yes, this is the quantity required. I have no complaints about the quality either. Only the price. So expensive.
I heard you covered a lot of the funding out of your own pocket.
Oh, that's an exaggeration. The Academia provided most of the funds. I just offered a small token of my goodwill. Of course, the real tragedy is how little profit I'm making on this. You know, it's a serious crisis when you can't even make money out of it.
It's really quite a beautiful design. And I'm intrigued by how such a diminutive device is able to output the power of the Light Realm.
Did you attend the lecture on Light Realm energy, Madame Farzan? I don't believe I saw you there.
Of course I attended. I was just a little late, so I had to listen to the whole thing from outside the back door. Ahem. Anyway, I have a perfectly good understanding of Light Realm, elemental and abyssal energy, as well as the relationship between the three.
Good to know. Master told me in private that the conversion process between Light Realm energy and elemental energy involves highly classified knowledge that shouldn't be disseminated too widely. But even so, the scholars still shared said information.
Well, you can't enforce a rule that everyone breaks. Is that the idea?
At first, the Dendro Archon was reluctant to explain it in great depth for safety reasons. Later, she came to terms with it, and simply informed my master that we would all have to face the question of survival together. To protect someone from such dangers means keeping them in the dark, but for someone to know and embody the wisdom within, they must understand its very essence. It's an information hazard. We're exposed to danger just by knowing the facts. And just like bait, it lures us in by offering us the solution to our problems. But if you're not careful, you'll end up pursuing it down a dark path. A tricky problem. But today, this big problem has been broken down into many smaller, more trivial ones.
What do you mean?
Ah, I get it. For instance, you and I share secret knowledge, while she and I take on the risks of life, death, and fate. Something like that?
Hey, what? That is not what I call a trivial problem.
Well, as they often say in Vahumana, an event that is monumental to the individual is negligible in the grand scheme of history. Generally, the fate of the individual is an insignificant affair.
Being from Amorta, where the subject of our research tends to be a lot more personal, I have to disagree. It's hard to dismiss the individual as insignificant.
In other words, the big problem of survival has been broken down into many small, interconnected factors, and each one of us represents one of those factors.
When the same secret is shared with a group of people, the same fate binds them together. Most people would find this unimaginable, but to us scholars, this is the path that has always beckoned to us.
Sharing knowledge is a good way to fight against fate. I will always believe in that. All right, I think that's everything.
Thanks a lot. But don't go anywhere just yet. I'll still be needing you to calibrate the equipment.
Okay, the materials are ready. We can proceed with the next phase. Alhaitham, how are you getting along?
Most of the information in Aru is written in ancient desert scripts. Some of this is written in a tribal language, while other parts seem to be a variant of an oasis script, based on the glyph forms.
Oh. Not lost to history, I hope.
Some are. All we can do is infer the meaning based on the rules of related languages. Although, this section actually fills in some of the missing historical record. I'm transcribing it so we can bring it back to the academia.
After Aru started up, 2 more lines of text appeared here. Can you read them?
Humans may not read what is written by the gods, except by not reading. Victory should not be easy to attain, for it symbolizes divine wisdom. Knowledge must not waver, for it has external borders.
Is this a clue to solving a puzzle? Or is it being symbolic? You can't read it unless you don't read it. Victory is wisdom. Knowledge is confined by borders. Wait, I think I've got it. It's a metaphor, isn't it? It's talking about...
A chessboard.
You were right. The youth of today are skilled at solving riddles.
Have the secrets buried in the desert not been unearthed over the years all the same? Since Aru is a place reachable through wisdom, this day was bound to come sooner or later.
Oh, I've always been against overly cryptic sentences. Don't you get tired of reading and writing all that?
Ah, it's you 3. Just in time. We've been delving deep into Aru, and now this board has appeared.
I've heard this was how you'd while away your free hours. You must be quite the experts by now in that case.
It is true. King Deshret's chess games are some of the most well-loved of all his wonderful creations. If you have ever been to Safhe Shatranj, you may well be familiar with the chess pieces you see here.
Is this chessboard supposed to be another visualization of the interior of Aru, then?
Naturally. Visitors, everything is ready. Only by completing the challenge on the board in accordance with the rules will you be permitted to overwrite Aru.
1 second. It's not dangerous, is it?
Dangerous? Why, yes, of course.
I should be the one to go, then. Wait for me here.
Sounds like the self-confidence of our present company has rubbed off on you.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm your upperclassman, and that means I have to look out for you.
I appreciate the sentiment, but a game of chess typically requires 2 players. Besides, I'm sure they won't let things get out of hand. Keeping things relatively safe is in your best interest too, isn't it?
Fair enough. I mean, you guys are controlling the difficulty, so please don't go too hard on us, all right?
Ah, but Bennu said he wanted to put some respect into these whippersnappers. All right, all right.
Thank you. Obviously, we'll still try to be careful. This doesn't seem like ordinary chess. Is the goal to defeat the opponent?
No, you must enter the board and pass the trials we have placed there.
Ready?
Let's do it.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho-ho! Excellent work.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
Strange time to catch up on sleep.
I'm not sleeping, I'm thinking! It's not that simple, you know.
The first trial is posed by me.
I don't think this is gonna stop us.
Ah, but the key to this game lies in working together. Otherwise, you will be deemed to have broken the rules.
Looks like it's up to me. Marak, can you open it?
King Deshret's favorite primal construct. Living on in suitcase form, of all things. Amusing.
Ho ho! Excellent work.
The first